Yes, another air rifle. This is a German Haenel Model 303, and I bought this one as a project gun. I got an absolutely superb deal. I was browsing through Gun Trader like you do, spotted this and rang the chap up, and we had a chat, and I want to say a big shout out here to Dave, who actually sold me this gun. Very nice gentleman, and it was a superb transaction, very reasonable price on this, and he did an excellent job of packing it up. So thanks Dave, really appreciate it. A little bit of history on the Haenel 303. They were first produced in 1969, and they finished production somewhere, well, it's very difficult to find an accurate date, but it was somewhere in the early 1990s. So that, obviously they were in production for a long period of time, and very difficult to date these. This one is very definitely an earlier one, and I'll explain why I know that when we have a closer look at it. But it's in not bad condition. The stock is very good actually. There's a few nicks on it, but not much. But the main problem is it's got rust on the barrel and rust on the receiver. So this is going to be a full strip down, get it back to bare metal and re-blue it job. It does work. It's not bad actually. I put a few pellets through it when I got it, and it's running currently at about 470 feet per second. So that's not bad at all. I think it's around about 7 foot-pounds. So for an old Springer, I'm not too unhappy with that. And it's very accurate. I've only shot it about half a dozen times since I got it, but yeah, it is an accurate rifle. So we'll close in on it, and we'll go down the length, and we can have a proper look at it. Now I'm not sure what the wood is for the stock, but it is quite nice, and there's some quite nice markings on the wood, as you can see as we come down to the forestock. You do have an adjustment on the trigger. I think that simply adjusts the break point for the sear, so you can make the trigger as light as you like. Now, one of the indications that this is an earlier model is that let's move this a little bit, that the two front fixing screws, which you can see there, one here and there's one on the other side, come up from the bottom. Now in later models they were moved to the side, so this is definitely an early one because the screws come in from the bottom. Front sight is adjustable for elevation but not windage. This is a 2.2 caliber. They were made in 2.2 and 177, and it has a rifled barrel. I don't think there were any smooth bore versions of this. The front sight is a blade, but it has a quite nice protector over it, which was with the rifle, which I'm very pleased about. So we'll turn over and you can have a look at the other side. The other indication that this is an earlier model is that it has a metal butt plate. Later models, they got rid of that completely and they just cut grooves into the wood of the stock for the butt. There was no actual butt plate on the later models. Again, stock on this side, very nice. There's a few scratches, a few small marks, but nothing too bad at all. Let's put a little bit more light on it. There we go. This is a break barrel Springer, spring piston rifle. So pretty standard, nothing too special there. So we're looking at the top of the end of the receiver here, and this little plastic knob here. This is the automatic safety. When you cock the gun, this pops out and you can't fire it until you push this back in. It's really nice because obviously when you're firing, your hand will be here, so all you've got to do is bring your thumb up and push it. It works really well. As automatic safeties go, it's one of the better ones I've seen. You can see the Haenel name there. Obviously it's quite badly rusted. As I said, it's going to need a lot of work. You've got I think that's an 11mm dovetail on there rail, so that's good. So if you want to put a scope on, you can. Come on down. Actually, let's turn it around so that the writing's up the right way. So you've got the standard Haenel gunsmith at an anvil mark there, model 303. This is where the rust gets quite bad. So that needs some work, but again, that'll all clean off and we can then get it reblued. Now here's something else that's a bit interesting about this rifle. I don't know how well this will come out on the camera, but it says Cal 5.6mm. Now normally 22 is generally reckoned to be 5.5mm, and that's what the pellets are sized as. But this barrel is actually 5.6, and it is bigger than the standard 22. Fortunately, you can still get 5.6mm pellets, so I did get some, and they work fine. So yes, it is slightly unusual barrel size. Well, that'll do for the overview. I will bring you back once I start to take it apart.